Uh, hello, first episode of Lower Your Expectations. It's like the Joe Rogan experience, but worse. Today I have Brian.
Hey.
So Brian, Trump.
Yes.
Yeah. So I tweeted out, not tweet, I put on Instagram this, and he replied this, and then Grant replied this, and now here we are. So, Brian, you wanted to tell me why Yang would not be a good president.
I think a lot of his policies are built on a good idea. It's just the fact those ideas are a little bit of a pipe dream.
What do you mean?
Like, let's start with like the freedom dividend. $1,000 a month or $12,000 a year. That sounds exceptionally well. It's just the fact that everybody's going to own that, including business owners.
Yeah.
And then they're going to see, hey, everybody has this more amount of money. So that way, everybody's going to start buying stuff, and like prices are still going to go up anyhow. Like, I know you said like inflation wouldn't happen, but like I still think it would happen under Yang's policies.
If it were to happen, there's been studies with this. If it were to happen, it would go up by maybe a few cents at most, maybe $1 if the business owners are really bad. But competition is still going to drive the prices down. And if you have an extra $1,000 a month, and it's like, okay, inflation maybe goes up $100 a month in total, you're still making $900 a month.
I also think that like a lot of people, they think like he's too socialist, and I see why some people they think he's too socialist, but like that's not mainly my huge problem with Yang.
About the whole socialism idea, I have the idea that he's basically the most capitalist person on the freaking debate
He's
stages.
like a capitalist socialist.
He puts human-centered capitalism is his idea. But I say he's the most capitalist because he's the driving factor of capitalism is people having money. And having more money drives the economy.
I guess that is that's a fair point, yeah.
Hello. Yeah. So, and then people who also say he's socialist, it's not really socialism.
It's like New Deal socialism.
Kind of, yeah. I could complain about Bernie for hours.
Yeah, I know. I want to just like start going on a tangent about Bernie. I'm like, this is Yang. We're not doing Bernie.
God, is there any actual like Bernie supporters in our school? Now that I think about it,
I'm trying to think. There isn't. Everybody's either like Trump, Yang, or who's that other guy?
We have one Pete.
Yeah, there's like one. There's a couple.
One Pete supporter.
There was a couple Beto supporters as well.
Was there?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow, we had a Kamala supporter. Rest in peace, her campaign, because she ran out of money.
Wait, but there was a Kamala supporter here.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. And then they told me like days before, and then she suddenly dropped out. I was like, hey, good news, bad news. Yeah. I find it interesting that people do say Yang is one of the most Republican candidates. I
don't think he's the most Republican. I think he's the most centered.
Centered, that's what I really meant to say. Like, it's wrong to put the whole Democrat-Republican thing on a spectrum, like a one-line
Yeah, because nobody's like truly like one thing.
Yeah, that's why I like that 8values.com or whatever test where it puts it in like 4 different bars and all this kind of magic whatever. But Yang is more central. In a recent poll, well, I say a recent poll, but there's been polls for months and months and months that show Yang does pull in, out of every other Democratic candidate, Yang pulls in the most Republicans and like libertarians, like all around the.
I think that's because he's the most appealing to Republicans, because we have like a bunch of candidates up there that just like want to throw money at the problem, while Yang wants to throw humans at the problem.
He wants to throw money at humans at the problem.
That is a lot of things to throw, but
yeah,
that is a really nice way to say it.
I in some ways, a lot of people would disagree with me on this, but I think Yang is kind of the Trump of the Democrats.
No, I totally get what you're saying with that.
Like, especially with polling, because people are like, but he's only at 5%, and I'm like, okay, the last time you trusted the polls was in the 2016 election where Hillary was ahead 98%. Same polls, you're trusting them. And same thing with Trump during the Republicans' 2016 election. They said, okay, there's no way Trump can win. He's so far behind in the polls, and then friggin'
everybody dropped out.
And then all the primaries came around, and Trump started beating everybody up in the states, and it was like, whoa, okay, he's the president.
This is something I actually just thought of. So I forget which poll it was. I know you put it on your Instagram. It showed Yang like number 4, I believe it was 4 or something. And like I remember during one of the primaries, like when a lot still of candidates were in, Trump got number 4. It's like you kind of see like a similar pattern there.
Yeah. I think that the way Trump supporters came out during the last election, it was kind of like waking a sleeping giant, and I feel like Yang supporters are much the same.
Yeah, I can see why you think that. It's just, I think that like a lot of Democrats are like, they're set in their place, and like they don't want to like change. They want people like Biden. They want people like Warren who want to throw money at the problem.
Establishment.
Yeah, instead of like, they want the machine instead of the people.
Yeah, that's about it. Pete right now, he's kind of like the amalgamation of the DNC and what they want in a candidate, and it's kind of blowing up in their faces because they chose the wrong person to do that.
Yeah, that's not the right man you want for that job.
Yeah, no. A lot of people do criticize Yang for his lack of experience.
He does have a lot of... He's not like a politician, but neither was Trump.
No, neither was Trump. But then people say, okay, but Trump ran a business. Okay, Yang ran a non-profit business.
The most political experience Trump had was an independent run in, I think, 2000? 2000?
Maybe. Yeah. We have some beautiful, beautiful questions, such as Yang's likelihood of winning. What do you think?
I think as it stands right now, it's not the worst, but it's also not the best chance.
Back a few months ago, he had a yeah. We had Yang had a shot glass out before the debate. It said a longer than long shot on it, and it was a tall shot glass.
Oh.
And about a week ago, he put out another shot glass. It's significantly shorter, and it says no longer long shot. Because now he's number 5 since Kamala dropped out. By the way, the highest polling person of color, which people seem to ignore. Just because he's not black, he's Asian.
Yeah, who's the other? Oh my god, I forget his name. Cory Booker.
Cory Booker.
Yeah, where's he? I want to say he's like 7.
He's not in the debate, I can tell you that.
Oh, did he drop?
No.
Okay.
Neither has that Julian Castro. I saw him like two debates ago, and he's gone.
Still in?
Yeah, I guess so.
There's like so many candidates I can't even like. There was people that I actually forgot about, like Tim Steyer. Like,
oh my god, I love Tom.
I keep saying Tim. That's how forgettable he is.
He lacks charisma.
A lot of the Democrat candidates lack charisma.
If anything, that's Tom's Achilles heel or whatever. That's he's really missing that charisma. He's like the billionaire Mr. Rogers of television, except for he does it all wrong.
He's like if Tom Hanks screwed it up.
Yeah, they should have put Tom Steyer as the role of Mr. Rogers in the next Mr. Rogers movie.
I think that's the problem with Bernie too. He lacks a lot of he lacks joy. It's like he's doing it for the money.
Yeah. Oh my God, Bernie. 2016 run. Millionaires bad, billionaires bad. We need to stop millionaires and billionaires.
I'm the billionaire.
Yeah.
I'm the good billionaire.
Well, between that election and this recent election, he put out a book and became a millionaire. And then I was thinking this time around is billionaires are bad. Okay, those many millionaires are okay. They're okay. They're all right.
You cool?
Yeah. What is this? Types of supporters. I don't exactly know what that means, but
I think I know where you were going with types of supporters. Like the different types of people who will vote for a candidate.
Yeah. Like it feels weird saying I'm like. I wouldn't really say I was politically engaged in 2016. Sure, I had some ideas with it, and I like to have those. I don't know what I'm saying. I like those ideas, but I've really changed now that I've gotten a deeper understanding of politics.
Yeah, so we're kind of like the same. Like we both we like politics in like 2016, but like kind of we're both kind of like uneducated.
Stupid. Yeah,
just stupid. I didn't want to say that, but yeah, and like now like that we're like older, we kind of like can like have like a diverging bridge of like ideas, but still kind of like have like a connection.
Yeah, like in 2016, if I could have voted in 2016, I was like freaking 13. What the heck?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
I wasted half my life.
I was like 13 or 14 back then, but really, I probably a lot of people won't be happy with this. I would have voted for Trump over Hillary.
I would have voted for Trump too. I would still vote for him.
Yeah, obviously, and a lot of people are still going to be upset by this. Also, my top 5 for presidential candidate, a little quick tier list: S plus Yang. Okay, there's an S plus, but not a regular S. So S plus Yang. A, I'm going to go with Tulsi. B, Trump. C, like we're like really pushing it. Like this is like some random universe where neither Trump or there is like a good
Trump or Yang are not like the primary.
Yeah,
candidates.
like somehow some universe, Trump is not the nominee for his own party, which would be
that'd be kind of bad because he's like running unopposed.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a what was I at C? I'm gonna put a Steyer because he's okay.
He should have his own tier.
Yeah. And then right at the, I say right at the bottom, but it's like the bottom of the top 5 that I would choose from is that Zoltan guy who's running Republican.
Zoltan?
Zoltan. Yeah, no, his name is like Zoltan Eastman. He likes my tweets.
What's he doing his pastime? Help the Power Rangers?
It sounds stupid, but his main thing is trying to cure aging.
Are you serious?
He is running on curing aging, and I kind of love
it. At least Yang's policies are kind of like, they're in the realm of possibility.
Yeah, but he's like, we're going to cure aging, and we're going to stop aging, and we're going to fix we're going to fix everything. And then we start looking deeper in his policies, and it's like, oh, that's kind of socialist. That's also communist. Also, this is looking a lot like that 1984 novel.
Who's like, the one guy?
He has a policy on his page, and it's literally like, we need to give up privacy for the sake of liberty.
That is, if you like translate that into Russian or German, it's like something Karl Marx or Hitler would say.
Yeah, probably. But I think, while I don't agree with a lot of things Zoltan currently says, there's his ideas of wanting to advance the entire human race into a, like, he calls it transhumanism, and I think that's a pretty neat idea.
Transhumanism?
I'd be okay with living forever.
I would love to live forever.
I'd be okay with that.
So when I don't have a possibility of my last act alive is like a total screw up.
Yeah. I think where a lot of Democrats and Republicans are actually coming together, oddly enough, the impeachment.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people thought, okay, impeachment, that could happen. And then everything started to come out about Trump, and then it was like, okay, but most, if not all of these, are not criminal offenses.
And then, like...
they might look a little
I think just today
off,
it passed through the House.
Yeah.
And now it goes to the Senate, but the Senate's controlled by Republicans, and Republicans pretty much saying it's a con job.
Yeah, 0 Republicans support impeachment right now.
It's obviously not going to pass, even if House Democrats and Senate Democrats think that he did something that's impeachable.
The current struggle for Democrats is trying to get the rest of the Democrats to agree with them.
And you have a bunch of people up there like Biden, Bernie, Warren. Who's that other guy? Bloomberg, I think his name is. Oh my God, Bloomberg. They're all running their campaign on the fact that this thing good, Trump bad.
I think no matter what's going to come out of this impeachment, the only thing that this impeachment has done is boost Trump's campaign.
Yeah, he's the real winner. It always happens with impeachment.
And at the debates, too, every time they talk about Trump at the debates, it's benefiting none other than Trump.
Because they look like idiots doing it.
Yeah, and that's why I like what Yang says when he says we need to stop talking about Trump at the Democratic debates.
He has a higher IQ than other people on that stage because he knows, like, hey, talk about Trump, that doesn't work. This is not going to make me win.
Yeah, that, and also, you say he has a higher IQ. At 14, he got a perfect score on the SAT. So it's like, all right, yeah, maybe he does have a little bit more of a IQ there, which is incredible. Because I studied for about 4 months on the SAT, and I got okay.
I studied about the same time. I got, I think 50 or 70 points lower than you. I'm not really good with math and science and English. Those are my 3 subjects that I hate. And college board's we need that. Put that in the thing.
Yeah.
Did I scare you? You jumped. You jumped.
Yeah. So impeachment, I don't think it's. I think it could go through, but it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I think that they have at least they're grasping at something. It's just not solid ground.
Yeah, they're trying to climb up a waterfall by swimming up the waterfall, which is just...
And you also have Trump at the bottom with a flamethrower.
Yeah, Trump's pouring the water down the waterfall, and they're trying to climb up it, except for you can't climb up water.
Genius.
I think this one came from. Did that one come from Joel? I don't remember. The legacy of Trump's presidency. Whether he's out of office this election or next election, what do you think people are going to look back at Trump?
I think they're going to... I think you're going to see mainly 2 sides of people looking at him. One side's going to say that he did everything wrong throughout his entire life and that he's literally one of the worst people to ever exist. Then the other side is kind of going to be on the defense, yeah, no. Trump good.
Yeah. Trump good, orange bad. What?
Orange bad. Not even, that's how bad it is. No, not even an orange man, it's just orange.
We should change the color of the Republican Party to orange. I think we should do that just for this election. And then call it a day and then wrap it up there.
And just buy orange.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, 2 things I really, really, really strongly agree with Trump on. Maybe not in the right ways, but fake news and the stock market. Stock market. Because I have money in the stock market and I'm making money on the stock market, so that's pretty neat. But fake news, really.
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing to see not only a Republican like Trump, but a Democrat like Yang. Both kind of come under fire by the media with misinformation and suppression.
People are on both sides are finally realizing that the media is dumb.
They're not the best people to listen to.
And then they look for alternative sources for the news, and they end up going to Facebook and then seeing fake political ads, and they're like, Trump said this thing in 1994. Where
Trump said this thing in 1882.
Yeah.
Listen to what Trump had to say about your mother. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Number 7 will shock you.
Posted by BuzzFeed Blue.
No, it'd be posted by Bloomberg.
Oh, yeah. It had been posted by Bloomberg, and he would, if it was on Twitter, he would, quote the tweet and then just pretty much say, I will fight against him. Vote for me. I have money.
He would like his own tweet, so he tweet it, like his own tweet, so it showed up again. Then retweet it, so it showed up again. Then retweet with comment. Then like and retweet that comment.
Then he would go to the share thing and email it out to all of his supporters, saying, "Hey, did you like my tweet? Please like it. I need money, more money."
What do you think about? Have you seen much of the videos in the media of Yang on the trail itself? Like what he's doing on the trail?
No, I haven't. The most recent thing I've seen, your girl probably would have laughed. This is the thing with the whipped cream.
Oh, the Cool Whip Gate. Oh, a lot of people are calling because it's so stupid that people are criticizing him over that.
I don't think that's something to be criticized over. I mean, Trump did a lot of stupid things during his campaign trail. Look at my African American over there.
Oh my God. Oh my. Wow, I can breathe.
Very cool.
Yeah, what was it? Spraying Cool Whip into the mouths of people during a celebration, believe it or not, is a New Hampshire tradition.
That's a New Hampshire tradition?
Yes.
What do they do up there?
They spray Cool Whip into each other's mouths and open offices. That's about it.
Man, they must be bored.
Yeah. Probably half the reason people live in New Hampshire are because that in the state's constitution, for New Hampshire's constitution specifically, they say that they have to be the first state to vote in the primaries. Then Iowa also said that they have to be the first state to vote in the primaries. New Hampshire said, okay, you can do it a week before us. And they just are like, yeah, okay.
Polling is like a really weird like whole thing because every state does it like slightly differently.
Yeah.
And like I would hate to like be in charge of like or like work with like how you like count up all the polls because that has to be like the most stressful job ever.
Oh my god. Yeah. What was it? Grant submitted a question. I'm trying to remember it. It was what was it?
Actually, while you're thinking of it, can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead.
So when like we kind of got like that back and forth on Instagram.
Yes.
You posted a picture like it kind of like suggested like I hate the fact that you like Yang, but like I actually found it funny. I'm not gonna lie, but like I don't hate the fact that you like Yang. I kind of hate more the fact that like
I will not shut up about it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a constant advertisement. It's like if I went down like the hallway and like everybody kept walking up to me and saying, "I'm sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends."
Yeah.
We're not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
God, have you seen those ads? They're like Raid Shadow Legends.
They make it like the coolest thing ever. Like they did that for Mafia City, and like I downloaded. It's like crap Clash of Clans.
Oh my god. Yeah, my Instagram is just kind of an image dump in general. Like I don't really.
Yeah, you kind of just like you like 8 posts a night.
I think it was like during the last Super Bowl night. I looked at my phone and I remember seeing that I didn't have a lot of storage left, and I think I posted like 140 things in the span of like 10 minutes, and
then deleted it all.
No, I kept it up.
Why?
Because I needed to get all these memes and stuff off my phone while also like archiving them somewhere, so I just posted them on Instagram. What was that thing that Grant asked a question about? I don't know.
It's from Grant, so it could be. It's going to be crazy.
God, I don't even remember.
Oh my god, he's going to be mad at you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Grant. Maybe when I
care. Maybe when I start caring on Instagram. Imagine if there was a Democrat or Republican, like they get asked a question to be like, I'll answer that when I start giving a crap.
Yeah. When I get home, maybe I'll check what it is and answer it. I gotta be honest. I always say I gotta be honest.
You do a little bit.
Which
gotta be honest. You say that a lot.
Yeah, I know. I gotta be honest. God, this is really like the Joe Rogan experience when him saying like, it's entirely possible.
It's like the Joe Rogan experience, but without the weed or like any sort of drug.
And I'm still balding. Gotta be honest. I'm surprised we agree on so much.
Yeah,
I was expecting this to be like a shouting disagreement.
That's how everybody expected. Like everybody came up to me like, "Dude, you two are gonna like go be at each other's heads." And I'm like, "We both agreed this is for fun. Like, I'm not gonna like take like a hard even other side."
Even if it wasn't for fun, I'm surprised about how much we agree on these kind of things.
I don't think Yang's the worst candidate, but I don't think he's the best one. He's the best in the Democrats, but like the Republicans.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Still got like, what, 6-7 minutes left on this?
I was going to ask, like, on Snapchat and Instagram if anybody had any questions for me, but I was about to do it, and I'm like, oh my god, I'll do other things. And, like, I came back, and I'm like halfway through this day, I'm like, I forgot to
do that, yeah. Do you have any points that would just absolutely destroy my ideas?
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't think I have anything. I don't have anything that could like completely like change your mind. And I wasn't coming into this to completely change your mind. I came into this just kind of like say my point, you say your point, and like we kind of like reach like a constructive impasse.
Yeah. If you were to go to an undecided voter who was like completely central, like had no idea what they wanted to vote for, what would be your case to them to vote for Trump in this next election?
In the case to vote for Trump, like that depends because it depends on their personality. Like, I just lost my train of thought. It depends on their personality. Like, if you're like someone who like really wants like. You want stronger like immigration laws. You don't want like criminals coming into your country. I would say Trump has a really good stance on immigration. And then if you like support the Second Amendment, I would say that Trump's also a strong supporter of the Second Amendment. And then like with abortion and like if you're like a pro-lifer, Trump has said pro-life stuff, but he's also said pro-choice stuff in like the early election, but kind of like backpedaled on that it was like a year ago.
Yeah, I don't.
And the fact that like the healthcare system is definitely not working.
It is broke.
And like throwing more money at it's not going to solve the problem.
Yeah, fair. I will admit, Yang is not the perfect like.
No candidate's perfect.
Nobody is perfect.
If every candidate was perfect, like that would be physically impossible.
Like, there's only like two things that I would say Yang could work on, which I appreciate that he did put out earlier this year. He said he does not want he doesn't want a single supporter to agree with him completely.
That's a good thing to say.
Because he doesn't want a single supporter.
He doesn't want a yes man.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He wants people to be critical about him, and I want people to be critical about Trump too.
Yeah, he doesn't want everybody to just say like this is perfect. I want nothing else. Like I don't agree exactly. Like he has the right idea. I don't think he has the right little plan for it. He just released his healthcare thing a few days ago, and it isn't that great.
Healthcare is a tricky subject.
Yeah, he put it out a few days ago. It's not amazing, but I'm hoping he'll release like a part 2 or something about it.
Or like a retcon version.
Yeah.
Just like, you know what? Healthcare for no one. If we can't make it work, nobody gets it.
I'm running on the idea of how nobody gets healthcare.
I decide who gets the healthcare.
I get healthcare.
I control the die.
Yeah. And gun ownership. That's another thing. He wants to put out like a license for like how we get like a license for cars, where it's like okay, as long as you can pass the test and prove that you're going to use that car to drive around and not crash into a freaking wall, and you can operate it. Like they're like, all right, have a license, and you got to renew it every once in a while.
Yeah.
And then he's also saying for guns that should be the same. I might have to do a little more research on what type of guns that would cover, but yeah. What else?
You have something else on here, professionalism?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Do you think Yang's professional enough? With all the videos coming out of him spraying whipped cream into supporters, crowd surfing, singing at concerts, and everything.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think Trump is professional enough after everything he's done? Like, what was that hurricane that like he went down? I think it was Puerto Rico and started like shooting like he started shooting hoops at like different people with like toilet paper.
He yeeted paper toweling towards
like, and the media had like a meltdown over that. They were like nuclear.
Oh my god!
Like he's just throwing paper towel rolls. Like, what is really the bad thing here? If I start throwing paper towel rolls, am I the bad guy now?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I keep saying Yang is like he's like the Trump of the Democrats in some cases. Well,
I think in terms of his personality, he's definitely the Trump of the Democrats.
Yang's having a lot of fun on the trail in a good way.
And he seems more charismatic. He's like JFK.
He's the family guy.
I knew you were gonna say that. He's the person that like.
And then there's like the professionalism ish. I say like anti-professionalism, like Trump with past female interactions before before running for president. Grabbing them by the cat.
Nice word to put there.
What time is it? 2:59.
Jesus Christ, we spent that much time talking.
I know. When's it end? 3:05.
Yeah, I.
Okay, so
it seems to be like a live stream.
I know. So the debate has ended, I guess. Now live now on MSNBC, CNN, Fox. No. We are now running our ads. No.
We are the media. Welcome to the machine.
Yeah, the revolution will not be televised.
Who said that?
I don't know.
I think it was Etika.
No, somebody else did. He was quoting somebody.
Okay. I feel like it was someone like
closing statements from you / Trump.
So
put your MAGA hat on when you say it.
Okay.
Be proud. Cracking your finger.
Closing statement.
Yeah.
So my main problem with Yang is that the ideas are practical, but they need improvement, and they need to be a little bit more on the sensible scale. That's the main criticism I have of every Democrat and Republican. I've had that criticism with Trump before, like the building the wall thing. Like at first it was just like wall, but like how big the wall?
Yeah.
How are you going to do it through like border cities?
Yeah.
But like now that the wall's being built, you kind of get more of like a constructive and like visual idea of what you want to do.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And so in conclusion, Yang, not the worst candidate, but like I just kind of like have like this impasse with you with like politics, and like I have that with some of my friends. Like I have friends that like completely hate Trump.
Did you know I'm planning on studying political science in college?
I had a feeling.
Yes, that's what I'm planning on doing. Does Trump have any like websites? Is there like a Trump2020.com or is it Trump.com or?
I feel like there is,
but you just don't know it off the top of your head.
No, I don't.
If you want to know more about Trump without watching the news, because the news will throw him in the will yeet him in the dumpster. Go to Trump's Twitter. That's always fun. And then don't read the comments because those are worse.
Never read the comments on any sort of like media source. It's like hyper partisanism, but on steroids.
I'm gonna put my hat on and give my closing statements as well. Democrats who think Trump is bad, shut up.